Shalom, and welcome to 40 Days to a Better You. This high holiday season stretches from today, the beginning of Elul, through 29 days of this month. Then there are 10 days of penitence, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and finally, the morning after Yom Kippur, we truly begin anew. We'll have something special to share each of these 40 days, and each week will approach a different theme of personal reflection and improvement. On Friday mornings, we'll have a chance to meet in real time to discuss. This week's theme is overcoming anger, and the text that I want to share with you might help us identify how we begin to approach that theme. Sometimes we feel bad about being angry, but it's worth remembering that even God gets angry. The Talmud in Tractate Brachot says, Umi ikaritcha kame dekudsha brichu? Is there really anger with God? Yes. Detanya ve'el zo'em b'chol yom, and God is angry every day. Of course, the Talmud then goes on to ask, so when is God angry every day? And the answer is that there is, in fact, just a moment, 158,888th of an hour. That is a fraction, almost a thousandth of a second. And it turns out there was one man, one prophet, Balaam, who knew when that moment was. And in fact, God in his mercy decided to not be angry while Balaam was active. So on the one hand, God is able to restrain himself from being angry, but only for so long. Anger is something that happens to all of us. The text goes on to say, how do we know that God is angry? And Abaye responds, you know that God is angry because the sun whitens the crest of the rooster and it stands on one leg. God has no physical body to feel anger in, but it is reflected sympathetically in God's creatures. And we can think about how we know, how we feel when we are angry, the physical signs. We flush and our pulse rate goes up. We might feel faint or even perhaps more alive. God can't feel those signs, but we can see them in ourselves and in others. As we begin this week of thinking about anger, maybe a starting point is to identify those moments when you are angry. Not to change those moments, but just to know it, to own it. To be able to say, you know what, if God can be angry for 1/1000th of a second, then I can be angry too for a little while. I'm angry now, but maybe in a moment I won't be. There's a wonderful saying, are you the storm or are you the sky? Is the anger who you are, or is it something that is happening within you that will move on? Today is the first day of Elul, 28 days until Rosh Hashanah, 38 days until Yom Kippur, 39 days until a better